In this demo, you will learn how to generate film records intelligently. A 6-layer finished board file is taken. You need the artwork film records shown in the Word document to generate Gerbers. To create film records, go to Manufacture and select Artwork. You will get the Artwork Control form. You can set the parameters for the film control records using the Config button. Select the Config button and you will get the Artwork Configuration form. The Artwork Configuration form has film categories on the left and the settings for the film records on the right. In this film categories, you have built-in layer categories for external, internal conductor layers or plane layers based on the cross-section. These are generic etch-based film layer settings that can be used on any design. The default layer settings required for etch layers, such as etch, pin, and via, are defined by default. You cannot remove the default design objects added in the etch-based film configuration, as these design objects are required to create any etch-based film records. You can add additional design objects, such as design outline. You use the drop-down button to select the class and the subclass to which the design object belongs. You use the plus sign to add the required object. You use the minus sign to remove the design object that is irrelevant to the film record. You cannot delete the default etch, pin, and via objects defined in these film record settings. Like the etch film record settings, you have one more default layer, the fabrication drill views. In this layer, the design objects, such as the design outline, cutout, and dimensions, are added by default. You cannot delete these design objects, as these objects are essential to create a fab-based film record. Like etch-based film records, you can add additional design objects if needed. You also have built-in film records for silkscreen, solder mask, solder paste, and assembly drawing views. You can customize all the design objects in these standard non-electrical layers. You can even delete these standard non-electric layers. Creating a new film record group, you can add your layers or any other design or company-specific film. You can create a new set of film records using the artwork configuration. For example, a custom silk check film that can be used to check silk on pad will be made here. Enter the name for the film category to be created as custom_silk_check and select the plus sign. Now, you enter the custom film record name as silktop_pad_overlap and select the plus sign. Now, add the design objects required to create the film record in terms of class and subclass. The design objects such as board geometry, package geometry, reference designator related to silktop is added. Additionally, the pin detail is added. By default, a board geometry outline is added as well. This artwork film can be used to check silk on the pad. In this way, you can create a new film record. After adding the required film record settings, you can set the default film parameters for all the artwork layers by selecting the default settings in the film category and modifying the parameters. To override parameters for any specific layers, select those layers on the left and tweak the parameters on the right. To know how to set the parameters on the right and generate the Gerber, you can refer to the demo, How to Create Film Control Records and Gerber Files from within the Allegro X PCB Editor. The explanation for the parameters on the right remains the same as for the custom artwork creation. After adding the required film records, click OK to save the configuration to the design, and you will get a prompt to regenerate the film records due to the configuration change. If you click Yes, the latest configuration file will get loaded in the Film Control tab. You can also use the Generate Film option to create the artwork film records if you don't get this option. Now, select the top layer artwork film, right-click, and select Display for visibility to view the artwork configuration set. This concludes the demo that shows the intelligent generation of film records.